is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
The Meat Improv!
Hello and welcome to The Meat Improv with me, Josh Simpson.
And me, Jake Jabor.
The Meat Improv is, of course, the improv and storytelling podcast where we bring on comedians to tell true, meaty stories from their lives. And then we do long-form improvisation inspired by those stories.
It's true. It's funny.
Before we get into the show today, I do want to plug something I've been working on. It's called Stand With The Students. By the time this is up, the website should be up, standwiththestudents.com. It's aimed to kind of... it's in support of the Parkland, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas students and their National School Walkout on April 20th. The idea is we're getting adults all over the country to sort of form their own protests outside of different kinds of venues. That would be you, dear listener. You could do this. Mm-hmm. And then, we're going to hold protests all over the country and basically call out people who get money from the NRA and then register people to vote so we get those motherfuckers out of office. So that's a little bit of serious business before the meet this week, but it's happening. Standwiththestudents.com. It sort of is essential that we get people to help organize in these local cities. So that's why I'm talking about it. Standwiththestudents.com. All right. Now that we've got our blurb about gun violence and school shootings out of the way, let's introduce our guests, two very special guests from across the pond. All the way from Glasgow. Martin Walmsley and Hannah Cruickshank.
Hello.
Welcome to the United States.
Thanks for having us.
We've been here for 7 weeks. But thanks.
It's the first person to welcome us.
You didn't get like a lei or something off the plane?
No.
We did actually recently get welcomed by the woman taking a photo of us with Mickey Mouse in Disneyland, and we were like, oh, thanks.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, you did the Disney trip, huh?
That's true, yeah.
Was this recently?
Yeah, that was Tuesday.
Yeah, like a few days ago.
Yeah,
What'd you think?
Oh, I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
I hadn't realized turkey legs were such a big thing about Disneyland. Like, that seemed to be one of the main focal points.
Mm-hmm. There were t-shirts and hats that said turkey legs.
You know those t-shirts that have like the 5 names, like the Beatles names?
Yeah.
Like, it had like turkey leg, churros, and then like
Corn dog.
I guess. But I'm surprised like turkey leg and churro made like the top 5.
Were those
I'm not.
t-shirts originally a Beatles thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
It's like
Was it Beatles?
older surnames? Maybe
Yeah. I think you're right. It was like first
Lennon,
names, though, right?
McCartney.
Like, yeah.
Is a surname your
Paul.
first name? I'm a complete moron.
Maybe it is the first names.
Yeah.
Moving on.
John and Paul and Ringo and George.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jake, you have one of those shirts, don't you?
I don't, but I was trying to think of one.
I thought you had the
I've seen.
Wu-Tang one.
No, I wish.
I've definitely seen that.
I wish I had the Wu-Tang one.
Yeah, turkey legs. I don't hit up the turkey leg, but I know it's. Where is that? What section of the park is that in? It's like by the mountain.
Turkey
right? Isn't it
Town.
like Big Turkey Town.
Yeah, Big Bear Mountain or something like that.
Big Bear Mountain's a real place in California where we're going this weekend, Jake. You thought we were going to Disneyland?
Yes.
Anything else take you by surprise there? I'm curious. Had you been to Disneyland Paris or anything like that?
Yeah, I'd been to Disneyland Paris like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You'd been to Florida also a long time ago.
Yeah, like 20 years ago. I don't know what. I seem to remember the Florida one being like just so majestic, and as soon as you stepped in, like everything was an experience, like from the parking lot even. But whereas this one didn't seem to be much of that.
Well,
Main Street
a lot
was
of it
like
was
boarded
under
up.
construction because we went in off-peak season. So
Oh, yeah.
Main Street was mostly closed down. There was no Dumbo ride. But yeah.
Splash Mountain was closed.
Yeah, but we weren't in that park. My most memorable thing for Disneyland Paris was that's the first time I ever saw a gun in real life.
A gun?
Yeah.
Oh, because they have the like target shooting or whatever?
No, because there was like, for some reason, there was like security outside of it.
Mickey was having a really hard shift.
It was really weird, but I remember that from Disneyland. Was like one of my first memories of Disneyland. There were no guns this trip.
No.
None.
Yeah,
Except for like a game that you played.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a armed guard with a gun would really ruin the vibe.
As long as I had like ears or something, though.
Oh yeah.
On the
That's
gun
fine.
itself.
Yeah.
I saw that in Paris. I was surprised. I went to Paris in 2014, I think, and like just going like immediately in like the train stations, there was just soldiers with like AKs, and that's not what I expected in Paris, but. Them's are the times, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we get that in the UK as well, like train stations, just because of like all the terror incidents, like people like M16s and stuff.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in the UK.
I haven't seen it here. Like I haven't seen that in the States. We've had some incidents.
Yeah.
I guess not as many many specific ones. I don't know. It
Are all
seems
your
like
police officers not armed though? Like they all just have
handgun.
But is that like it's just a handgun?
It's a toy gun.
yeah, everyone has handguns. I guess like if a SWAT team or like a special unit would have those bigger rifles or automatic rifles.
I was watching
Or just your average civilian, as we just talked about a second ago.
I was watching a show, Hard Sun.
Ooh, I keep
it's-
seeing butt
Welcome to
ads
Jake's
for
TV.
that.
Jake's TV corner. Go ahead.
If we could please squeeze that segment in, that would be amazing. But like the detectives in that show just have those like extending batons. Like they don't have guns throughout the whole series.
Is it a reality show or a?
It's like no, it's like a written show or whatever. But it's like there's only a gun in the like last episode or whatever. It's pretty like it's weird. It's intense. Like it's just the cops aren't constantly pulling out their guns and stuff like that. It's like they just have these batons to beat people with.
Is it like a foreign show?
It takes place in England.
I was gonna say that show would not.
Right? Because that's the thing, right? Our cops carry handguns, but I don't think that's how it is.
Yeah, what are your cops?
Yeah,
carry?
we've have like batons too and like tasers.
Yeah.
But I like how that wasn't just like a normal baton, it was like an extended
Yeah.
baton.
They'd always whip it
It's like
out.
the
Yeah.
Get someone a bit further away.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen The Shape of Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, the villain's main like thing is he has a baton that is electrified.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
With
that cattle
batons
prod.
being like
Yeah. Being able to
modernized.
Eggs and batons.
That's what I remember.
Did you see Shape of Water, Jake?
Yeah, he hated it.
Oh,
We
good. I
hated it
hated
too.
it.
Oh,
also.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
great.
hated it.
Movie of the year. Hello, it's official.
Best picture.
You've been proven wrong by history.
I guess so.
What would you have voted for Best Picture?
Get Out or Lady Bird?
That's the correct answer.
Yeah. I really liked both of those movies so much.
I like Get Out more than Lady Bird.
Yeah.
I thought Lady Bird was fine, but like I did think it was like Best Picture.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
What would you have voted for?
Yeah, Lady Bird or Get Out.
Yeah.
Would have
Yeah.
been so happy with either
I
of
think
those.
Get Out over Lady Bird for sure.
I think Get Out is going to be like Silence of the Lambs in a way, like in how it's remembered. Like people are going to remember that movie.
Yeah.
Like years from now, I think. Shape of Water? I'm not so sure. What'd you hate about it?
Everything. I like 2 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is not for me. Like there was just
Did you see it in theaters?
yeah. There's just like I don't know. I know it's supposed to be like a fairy tale, but it kept taking me out. That it was just like that. Like when he was when they started with that chocolate factory burning down or whatever, and he was like, smells like hot cocoa or whatever. I was like, I bet I'm gonna hate this movie. Like, I was like, that's who cares? Like, what? It just immediately I was like, I'm not gonna connect to anybody in this movie. I think that was the big sort of thing. I also did.
Not even the fish who liked hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. The whole thing. I was like, I couldn't believe it. There were times where I was like, this movie is like, I was so shocked.
What annoyed me the most was that no one had warned me about it. No one warned me that it was a quaint little silly heist movie.
Yeah, I had the same thing because I knew it was like, oh, a woman fucks a fish.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like from posters and stuff, it was like sci-fi. And then I went to see it, and within 2 minutes, there's like whimsical music.
Maybe
and she's
that's
like
it
running
too,
around making
yeah.
breakfast. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. She was so precise in her morning routine and like so thoughtful about everything. And then that heist, she did not have any idea how she was going to get him unchained. Like if that guy didn't show up, her whole thing is ruined. Like she was so methodical, except for like the fact that the fishman was chained, and she was like, I don't know what to do.
It's nighttime. She gets sloppy at nighttime. She's really sharp in the morning, though.
Can I ask, did you feel that? Like, because you're here in Los Angeles, like during award season, which is, I don't think like anywhere else, probably. I don't know. Did that feel weird to you? Like how much did you even notice it?
Like how much people cared?
Yeah, I noticed it because I went to ASCAT on Sunday, which usually has a massive queue, but there was like no one there. And it was
that happened to me one time at ASCAT, and they were like, what the hell is happening? And somebody was like, it's the Oscars. And they're like, oh man, it's empty.
And they were also like, oh, we couldn't get like a celebrity monologist this week, so we're just going to speak to you, the audience. So like, uh-oh.
Who is
It's the Oscars. We can't get anyone.
That's the one time they'd ask us to perform, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get asked.
Super Bowl Sunday. Cool. So what else? How long are you here for?
We're here for 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks?
Yeah.
And so what have you been doing? Like what was the kind of the objective for coming here?
The objective was to just come out and do more classes. Like I've just been gradually taking improv classes at UCB. So I'm out here doing 301 just now.
Okay.
Hannah took classes as well. So mostly just doing improv, seeing a lot of improv. We're both just like big comedy nerds. So it's just like a dream to be here, and there's just top quality shows on every night.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's our ad.
That's your ad for LA.
For Los Angeles.
We afforded the trip by being paid
That's
to
great.
advertise.
Wow. Oh, shit. You figured out something that most of us haven't.
Yeah.
Did you go to New York to do your other classes?
No, that's where I first saw a UCB show, though, when I was on holiday in New York. But yeah, LA just seems, because I've been at both, I was like, I could go to New York, but LA's like a lot cheaper. The weather's a lot nicer. Just seemed a more natural place to go and do classes.
Interesting. Closer to you, though, right?
Yeah. No, it's further away. Yeah, New York is closer. Yeah.
Interesting. So did you do like intensives and then...
Yeah, I just had like a 2-week holiday in LA, and I was looking up UCB and like, oh, they do classes. Oh, this class like fits during the duration of my trip. Guess I'll just do it.
Yeah, cool.
And it was terrifying, but ended up being great, guys. And I'm here on this podcast right now.
Same with you, sort of. Are you through 301 or what are you doing?
So I did 101 and 201 here, like while I've been here intensives. Yeah, so Martin basically just asked me to come with him.
Yeah, you've been doing improv a bit longer than I have.
Yeah, I've been doing it for like a couple years in Scotland, and then you were going to go out and do 301. You're like, you should come and do 101 and 201. So I saved a lot of money, and I did that.
That's awesome.
What kind of... I think we talked about this after Shapeshift, but just on the air. So like, what are your shows like in Scotland? Or where do you perform? Where?
So after I got back like a couple of years ago from doing 101, there wasn't really much improv happening in Glasgow at all. So I just kind of started a Harold night. Okay. There is improv happening, but it's mostly like short form shows. And there's a few narrative shows as well, mainly in Edinburgh. But in Glasgow, there wasn't much of a scene.
Narrative shows like in the style of like
Twilight improvised Harry Potter.
That's really big in the UK. Like taking a show and then doing an improvised version of it. Yeah.
So yeah, we do a monthly Harold night.
Okay,
that's pretty much the Glasgow scene.
Yeah, I don't think there's another regular improv show in Glasgow.
Yeah, occasionally other teams will put on their own shows and stuff, but. Yeah,
and there's like the Fringe, obviously, in like August, which is like a massive festival. So there's like hundreds of stuff when that's on. But for most of the year, it's like very small.
Wow.
Yeah.
We had to do that Fringe Fest.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So the monthly Harold night. Are you guys on the same team? Is that Couch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just are in the house team for that. And then we get like invited guest teams and like rotate around. But there's only like 4 or 5 different teams. So that's
Everyone
part
gets
of,
a couple shots a year.
Yeah. Gives them lots of time to practice.
We do have some listeners in the UK. Get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Get that scene going. I know there was something. What is? We're gonna spend airtime speculating about like what isn't there a new theater in like
Bristol?
Maybe, I don't know, but like something that's kind of just starting up.
London, there's a lot of improv, and there's a lot of like UCB people that
go out
they
there.
go out there. So like the Free Association, C3 something. There's a few theaters like that, and in Bristol as well. Bristol has quite a good improv scene starting up. So there are places.
Edinburgh has
but,
a pretty strong improv
Edinburgh
scene.
has
There's
a
like someone
stronger
there this
scene.
week from UCB like doing courses. Like they do pretty regularly have people coming over.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Fringe is amazing. Like for the month of August, it's just like daily improv shows, and we ran a cage match show there, so we had like lots of great teams in that month. So
Cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I guess you're probably getting this a lot, but like, is there anything that the two of you like taking classes out here, like anything that stood out to you as like, oh, this feels, I didn't consider this when with improv, or this feels like specific to Los Angeles, or like
Jake's cat is attacking me.
my cat is attacking me. Anything just like that of like, oh, maybe even like conceptions you had before this trip and after it.
one thing I've noticed is just Americans are very good and very willing to tell stories. Whereas UK people are very closed off and they don't really want to tell a personal true story. They'd rather just like lie or not say anything at all.
Really?
So to do monologue based openings can be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, like the audience as well. Like I think we saw a UCB show recently. Like, it was like Jason Mantzoukas' show, and they asked for a suggestion and there was nothing, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's a regular occurrence in the UK."
Yeah.
The audience is just like, "Nope."
Frequently UCB
Really?
shows, people go like, "Oh, does anyone from the crowd want to share a story?" And then there's so many people that
People are
they
like,
want like
"I
2
have
to
a
3
story,"
minutes.
because they're doing classes and stuff, and they're like, "I want to be on stage."
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
everyone's
LA.
so like shy,
Yes.
and they're even the performers are like, "I don't want to talk."
Great. So this will be like pulling teeth, getting you guys to share stories. That is interesting. I think that's LA specific. I think even if you went to New York, you'd probably get a little less like participation. But like, yeah, LA is a city where like every person in every service job wants to be on the television.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like even a community thing. Like away from shows, people are so friendly and like they want to like network and connect with you and like talk to you, but everyone's so like shy and anxious in the UK, and they're like, nobody look at me.
I should move to the UK. It's like my speed.
Get out there, Jake.
We have a spare room.
Welcome to Disneyland. Don't be alarmed. It is the most magical place on earth, happiest place on earth.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. We just have a couple more, security checkpoints just to make sure that everyone's happy and having a happy time. So let's have a happy security check.
Honey, check the news. Is there like a terrorist incident today or something?
Don't say the word terrorist.
Okay, man.
All right, flagged.
Do I have to wear this flag the whole trip?
Yes, you are a.
Oh, is that like a fun, like it's a small world flag?
Yeah. You could think of it like a fun "It's a Small World" flag.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a red flag that will pin to him.
Ow, that's my skin.
We're gonna make sure. Well, you got to keep it in there. That is attached to your skin now. Okay, let's do a happy security check. Raise your shirt.
What?
Dad, I just want to meet Maggie.
I know. Hold on. I'm not sure. I preferred if my kids didn't see my underbelly.
Well, Dad, we want
We
to see
all
it,
have to
though.
see it. What's the problem? Is there a problem?
Is that a problem?
All right, frisk this. This seems clear.
What is this?
We're doing a happy time security check. So, here, hold this lollipop.
Okay.
And I'm going to check your legs. What's this?
What?
What's this?
It's my fake leg.
Dad, show us it. We want to see that.
We're going to need backup by the Donald Duck tram.
Are you kidding
We're gonna
me?
need backup by the Donald Duck tram.
Are you kidding me?
You have a fake leg and you didn't alert authorities at the...
Why would I alert authorities because of a fake leg?
Well, that's going to be, one, probably a problem with metal detectors all day. But two, we ask you to report any abnormalities or secrets that you
That's
might...
none of Disneyland's business.
It is Disneyland's business.
Are you kidding me? It's just a fake leg. I lost it on a railroad track.
You lost the fake leg on a railroad track.
Yeah, and this is the one I'm using in place of it, okay? It doesn't matter. I had a leg.
Wait, walk that back. So you lost a fake leg.
I was born with one leg, and then I got a fake leg, and then I lost that leg on a train track. And now this is my second fake leg.
I didn't need that story. Why are you telling me that?
You said secrets and personal business. I don't know where the line is. How much is too much information?
Well,
can my kids
give
get
us
in here?
interesting information. I don't need to know that you had a second.
I want to meet Mickey.
My kids would like to meet Mickey. Can we get in there?
Whoa. Please watch your tone.
We just came down here to have a blast, okay?
You're going to have a blast. You're going to have a fun time.
Do you mean blast like a gun or a bomb?
Well,
Yes, don't say that.
What are you doing?
need some more backup down by the Donald Duck parking garage. Wait, Donald Duck, happy
She's a
time.
child.
I'm a child.
And she just said gun blast, like a gun blast or bomb. Tagged.
Ow.
Stop tagging my children.
Stop. Tell your children to stop acting like maniacs.
I thought those were fun flags, and now I'm starting to think they're not fun. And
They are
this
fun
lollipop,
flags. Just keep them on for the remainder of the day, and if you tamper with them, they might blow ink on you.
are you kidding?
Oh, that sounds fun. That's
Don't-
like
No,
Splash
yeah.
Mountain.
No, it's. I don't think it is fun. I think they're trying. There's some sort of Disney police state. This lollipop's been blinking the whole time.
You're going to carry that with you all day, by the way. Carry that lollipop with you all day.
What is it? What is it? It's not a lollipop. I tried it. It tastes like metal.
Yeah, it's a metal fun lolly that you and your family will keep on you all the day long just to make sure no funny business occurs. All right? Now, do you want to meet Mickey or what?
Yes.
All right, we cut to the inside. All right. Well, you're just about ready to meet Mickey. He's
my
right behind
God.
those bars.
God.
What?
What?
He's behind bars. Don't think of it like a prison, though. Think of it like a security measure. We
Why
just
is
wanna make-
Mickey behind bars?
Is he locked away from us,
Well,
or are
'cause
we
a lot-
locked away from him?
Good question.
You are locked away from him.
We're in prison?
For now. I guess you could think of that. The whole world's
Hey,
a
what
prison.
the hell? He didn't lead us into the park at all. It's a
So
cell.
this was a roller coaster.
And we're back. That's Disneyland for you, I guess. What a ringing endorsement. Let's get into the meat part of the podcast. Martin, you've been selected to tell your story first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Paint a picture for us. Where are we?
We're in Scotland, and I know this is the meat podcast, but I've got a fish story.
Ooh.
Hope that's
Fish?
okay. Fish story. So
like you
like
said
when I
fish.
was, I have a fish story. Fishing. So when I was younger, my uncle used to take me on like deep sea fishing trips where you'd like drive out to the coast, you'd like charter a boat, and it was like him and all his co-workers, and you'd go out to sea. They'd have like sonar, so you'd find like shoals of fish. So when you're actually fishing, you would actually catch quite a lot, which if you've ever like fished like at a pier or something, it's the most mind-numbing thing ever because you never catch anything. So I remember like always enjoying those trips and having a great time out in the boat, catching lots of fish. So when I was in about my mid-20s, I thought I was kind of like the social convener for my group of friends who are all from high school, and they all stayed friends from high school through like university, college. So it was a really weird group, quite insular. Like they didn't really make friends well outside of that group.
Okay.
But I was always one organizing like the nights out and stuff like that. So I was
Gotcha.
like, okay, I'll organize this day out. We'll go like on a fishing trip. So we got like about a dozen of us. We shared like 2 or 3 cars. We drove out to the east coast of Scotland, Arbroath, like chartered a boat.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
It's a couple hour drive.
Okay.
So it's not too far away.
How big is Scotland?
Scotland's pretty small. You can drive up to like from coast to coast in like 4 or 5 hours.
Like left to right or up and down? Oh wait, the
Both.
down isn't a coast.
Both.
It's a perfectly circular country.
It's a flyer.
Interesting.
Yeah. But we're just like a bunch of like city kids, basically. I never had any control over like the fishing stuff before with my uncle. I was always just like a participant. So we showed up and we're all just dressed like fucking teenagers, basically. And these are like the most like country hardened fishermen you've ever seen. And they're just like, you boys ain't from around here, are you?
That's their accent.
Yeah. I don't know why they're like Southern. But so I had this like captain and then the skipper. And we went in.
What's the skipper do? Sorry.
It's just like skipper might be a synonym for captain now that I'm thinking about it, but I think it's like second mate, just like an assistant. So if the captain's driving the boat, the skipper's like just helping out.
Like
Just along for the ride. Yeah.
Skippervising.
Yeah. He's a supervisor for the captain. It should surely be in the top. So
Skipper definitely doesn't sound like anything above anything.
No.
Skipper's the worst.
Skipper's like a nickname for a kangaroo or something. So a few things happened. We all got seasick quite quickly. It took us all like a long time to catch any fish. And then once the first person started to catch a few, everyone started catching them. But there was like one person who just wouldn't catch fish for like an hour, 2 hours, who just became like the target for insults, basically.
The skipper.
Yeah, the skipper. I'm trying to remember of other things that happened on the actual fishing trip. But the main thing was we caught so much fish between us. Like we must have caught about 40 or 50 mackerel as they have out there. And we took the boat back. Our cars are parked like up on the pier, the docks, and we're loading the fish into like plastic bags and putting into like the boot of our car. And the captain, might have been the skipper, shouts out like, "You're not going to like drive that all the way back to Glasgow, are you? Like it'll just turn to shite like inside." That was the words he used. It would just like decay and like rot. And I'm like, "Yeah, like what do you do?" It's like, "You need to gut them." We're like, "We don't know how to gut fish. Could you do it for us?" So we made this poor like middle-aged hardened fisherman like gut 40 fish. Then after that I was taking all of these because I've got like a big like freezer that I was going to put like a dozen in, so I took a dozen. Everyone else realized that they only wanted like one fish.
How big are these things?
They're like 8 inches or something like that.
Okay.
But there's like 40.
But there's so many of them. But they've all been gutted by this kind old
Southern
fisherman. This kind Southern man. So we've got a bunch of spare fish. So these guys just throw the fish back into the water, like right next to the guy.
It's not like throwing fish back in the water. It's like throwing trash in the water because they're
Yeah.
gutted.
It's not like a nice environmental story of, we set them free. These fish were gutted.
You just murdered some fish.
Yeah.
Did you do it like in front of the guy, like making
They
eye
did it
contact?
in front of the guy. I was like, just put it in the bin or just take them.
Or give it to him.
Yeah, give it to him. But they just like threw it into the sea.
Then what? You ate all the fish? You had 40. Or you had like a dozen.
Then we went back to my house and then we realized we didn't know how to like fillet the fish either. Like I had to like prepare them for eating. So we had to like watch a YouTube tutorial from this like Geordie guy, which is like a Newcastle accent. It's like, "Hey, we're gonna teach you how to." I can't do a Geordie accent, I realize.
I don't even know what it is, so.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Do you know Ant and Dec?
Can you do a Geordie accent? No.
Oh, we're gonna gut the fish, aye? Is that right? All right, lads.
Yeah, take the knife and no, neither of
Is
us
it like-
can do a Geordie accent.
I think I did it all right.
Okay.
Go the fish. That's really
Go the fish.
That's really
Way
good.
aye,
Like sucking
man.
my stomach
Say
getting talking.
Lance. Yeah, how do you do it? What are the keys?
Oh God.
Wait, aye, man.
Oh, all right.
Is it like more jovial than a regular
Yes.
Scottish accent?
It's kind of
It's also English.
English.
Yeah.
It reminds
What's
me
like
of
a thing
Cockney
that a
because
Geordie
it's-
person would say?
I just remember a guy I work with who's Geordie, and he says like, "I'm a software developer." Because it's the most contrasting accent you can have to be like a software developer and also a Geordie. I'm a software developer. Yes, I was looking through the specs there. Yeah, that's kind
I'm
of
trying to think
I'm
of
a
like anecdote.
software
They'd be like,
developer.
it's
no.
the end of the show. Like that's what they would say.
Yeah.
The end of I can't
And
do it.
yeah, it's not pleasant.
So it was very difficult to learn how to gut a fish listening to that guy. Couldn't understand him.
Did you eat the fish?
It was really good.
Oh, great.
They were great. You get some breadcrumbs, you wrap them around, fry them up. It's real nice.
Fried fish, fried mackerel.
Yeah.
Did you know how to fry the fish, or was that what you watched on the video? Oh, okay.
I didn't have to watch a tutorial for that. I knew how
Okay.
to fry them. Yeah, it's quite easy.
Anything else eventful happen that day?
There was a guy, so the guy that like didn't catch fish for a long time, he's kind of an interesting person. He wouldn't chip in gas money. And he was like, yeah, what does it cost? Like a $5, like £5. I'm like, no, like we drove like 3 hours there and back. Like petrol's very expensive in the UK. And he's like how far was it? 2 hours? It's probably about £5. So like his story just became like he thinks anywhere is just like £5 away, regardless of the distance. He's just like one car ride, £5.
It's like how much can a banana cost? $10.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
Did you guys? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you guys do it again? Was this like a one? No.
This was like 6-7 years ago now. And we're
Okay.
like, yeah, we'll do it again. Never did.
You guys
Yeah.
do like country-ish things though. Like you'll go on like walks and stuff. Though.
yeah,
Right?
We'll go like hill
A group
walking.
walk.
Yeah, that's
A group man walk.
Yeah, well, you guys like have hiking here. It's kind
Yeah.
of similar.
Yeah.
Like there's lots of mountains and hills, we call them, that we can just like walk for a few hours. And yeah,
It's
I don't
very
think
boring in Scotland.
I don't think besides improv teams, I've ever had a group of more than like 4 guy friends.
Go do something?
Yeah, sort of. Like I don't have like 12 good friends from high school. It's like, this is the crew.
Yeah,
but
that
you
is
did.
really unusual.
we did do a very long walk. There was one of our friends who was in the British Army. He's an officer now. In fact, he's a captain now. But he
He's
would
a
like
skipper.
lead. He's a skipper now. But he like led us on a walk from Glasgow up to Loch Lomond, which was like a full day's walk, I want to say, or like 12 hours of walking, and that was really tough. That's a great story. See what I mean about UK people and stories? They think that that's an interesting story.
We walked for a long time.
Yeah.
Was there a way that you guys all met, or like how are you?
Yeah, we all just met in high school. I do remember on that walk actually, like 4 hours in, we stopped off at a pub and like had some food, and then that same guy about the gas money started a revolt against the army guy who was leading the trip and just started ordering drinks, and then tried to convince everyone to just stay in the pub and not continue the rest of the walk.
That sounds like my role in that.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys. And then he also had to be gradually fed painkillers to reward him for walking more because he was in such pain. So it's like, come on, just like a couple more hours and then we'll give you some more paracetamol. You'll be okay.
Even though you'd been drinking.
He had been drinking.
You were like trying to drug him.
That was a reward as well. Wash it down. Walk some
No
more.
wonder you didn't catch any fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy doesn't sound like he he doesn't seem too interested in the adventure.
I've got so many stories on this guy. So he used to work in the restaurant business quite a lot, and he wanted to start his own restaurant. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like it's really difficult. You need to know about like the finances and the business aspects of it. It's a lot. And he was like, no, man. People need to eat. That's all you need to know. People need to eat. I'm like, that's not sound economic advice. People need to eat. Therefore, all restaurants are good businesses. I'm going to start my own.
Did he have an idea for it?
No.
Not even like a starting ground?
No, like he would just do like Italian food. Like that would be his USP is Italian food.
What is Scottish food? Like
haggis.
that's like the stomach, right?
Yeah.
It's cooked in a stomach.
Well, that's...
Okay, yeah, explain this.
Yeah.
No, you seem to know more than I do.
Well, I was about to say, that's not something we eat all the time. We'll have that on like Burns Night. It's like a traditional thing.
You don't have that for dinner like every week. It's like a kind of special occasion thing.
I guess like fish and chips would be...
Yeah, lots of fried
I like
food.
fish and chips.
Yeah, Scotland is really unhealthy, like spectacularly unhealthy.
But haggis is like all the parts of the sheep that you wouldn't eat normally, like wrapped up in the sheep's intestine, I believe.
Or bladder or stomach. It's like cooked in an organ.
Mm-hmm. So it kind of looks like a big like sausage
balloon.
thing. It looks like a big balloon.
A gray
as well.
balloon of
So it's like organs inside of organs?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something.
Is
that
it
kinda
good?
Looks like I love it.
Really?
It's really actually
I didn't
good.
have it until like extremely recently, and I was like, "It's good." I was like, so.
I've always
grossed out
like
by
heard of
for
it, but I wasn't
yeah.
sure if it was like,
It's
yes, we eat
spicy.
that, or if
it's
it's
really
just like,
seasoned. Though.
Yeah.
like it's spicy. It's not just like gross meat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's kind of it's quite tasty and got like a little spicy edge
Also,
to it.
vegetarian haggis is very nice. There's very good knockoffs that aren't intestines cooked in meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are they cooked in? It's just a bag? Some
leaves.
genius was like, what if we used a bag?
No, we'll stick with the stomach.
Interesting. I feel like the only time I've ever heard of haggis is like in some like American reality show where it's like a gross out challenge or something like that. Like on like Fear Factor or something.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Which
I
is
love
terribly
Fear
insulting to
Factor.
you guys.
Yeah, it is like mainly traditional, but then you can also get it just at like Chippies, just like takeaway shops.
I also feel like every wedding is like chicken stuffed with haggis. It's like what you get at a wedding.
chicken stuffed.
Stuffed with haggis. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
There's a lot like putting things
and then you
into
take
other
another
things.
stomach, and
You're,
then
like hiding animals into
And
other
then you put
animals.
it in your stomach, and then we cook you.
But yeah, you can basically, there's like chip shops where you can get anything fried as well. Like that's the famous thing is a deep fried Mars bar. Like is our thing. I've still never had one.
they're great.
This sounds like Wisconsin. Seriously. Like they fry shit and they eat meats. Anyway, I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh.
Is that a meat plug?
That's I
Or
guess
Wisconsin.
so. Interesting. I want to have a couple more questions about your friends. So there's a group of 12 deep.
Yeah,
Has there ever been a big fight or like
Or one guy
kicked out?
kicked out.
yeah. So there was a big fight.
Is it you? Is that why you're here?
No. There was a big fight on we'd go on these like lads holidays, they're called.
Yeah, is that a thing here? Do men go on holiday together here?
We did. We went across the dang country together.
Yeah.
But
we didn't call it a lad's holiday, but I'm gonna.
we're going to go on a number of lads holidays.
Yeah.
Kind of like this weekend, Jake and I are like someone's having a birthday weekend in Big Bear. So like, but it's not just, dude. Like, are you talking about like going to another country or something like
Yeah,
that?
so we go to Spain. Lads holidays are quite looked down upon.
It's like a super British thing also.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of men just being like, we're going to get fucked up abroad.
Yeah,
I think I saw some people on their lads holiday in Cambodia.
Yeah, you'll
Probably.
see them
Yeah.
and hear them.
Smell them.
One guy fell on top of me.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Sorry, go ahead. I want you to
So yeah, we were in Spain and like just getting drunk every night, going to nightclubs and things, and we're sitting around a table in a nightclub, and for some reason the conversation turned to the existence of God. I think I was like such a strident atheist at the time, so I might have brought it up, to be fair. But the fight doesn't involve me. The fight involves
You're such an
two.
asshole.
Let me just say, I had nothing to do with this, but I started it, and then, so yeah, two of my friends who, yeah, I'm not going to shit talk my friends, but they were having a talk. One of them is like very religious, goes to church every Sunday. The other one's kind of like Penn Jillette, basically. Like he looks like Penn Jillette, and he's that sort of size as well. And he just, it was the worst debate ever. None of them had good talking points or good pros and cons, and it just ended up becoming a shouting match where one of them was saying like, the Penn Jillette figure was shouting, "You got nothing," to the guy, and he just kept on shouting, "You got nothing, you got nothing." And then eventually he just like punched him. One of our friends,
The Penn Jillette guy punched the Christian guy?
punched the Christian guy because he was still arguing like, "Yeah, God's real," or whatever. And one of my friends was like goading them as well. He was like, hit him. And I said afterwards, like, why did you do that? And I was like, oh, I was just joking. I didn't think he would do that.
Even though he'd already hit him.
No, that was before he hit him.
okay.
So he like goaded him to hit him. And there'd never been a punch thrown in the group up until that point.
Really?
No. So yeah.
Are they at odds still, or did they make up?
It gets brought up a lot. For a long time, it didn't get brought up, and it's kind of weird and awkward. But that phrase "you got nothing" would be like kind of rolled out every now and again.
I like the idea that in this group of 12, there's like alliances.
Absolutely, yeah. There's like little groups of 3, basically.
I like the idea that you've known these guys for like 10 years. You know one of them's really religious. You know you're really atheist. And you're like, who believes in God? And then stood out like
Yeah.
fight.
I'm talking real shit. Sometimes you tell me some kind of truth. Improv!
We open and it's just this quaint little Spanish cafe, and then like we see like in Jurassic Park, like the water starts to think. Lads holiday.
Lads.
Oh my god!
We gotta close.
We gotta close up. The employees start closing the shutters.
Lads.
Oh, is this establishment still open?
Say it's siesta time. Siesta time. Siesta time. We're gonna be in siesta for a couple of weeks.
I don't understand your accent.
Sorry, we're Americanized. Yeah, sorry, we're on siesta time.
No, mind if we just barge in here? We just want some bangers and mash.
Goes through the window.
Fumbles around and opens the door. Do you mind if we barge in?
Yeah. You should have said something if you did mind, but since we're in here, we'll take some. Well, what do you want?
I want a pint of lager.
Yeah, you did pints here, right? Just the biggest glass you have.
You're picking me up and placing me behind the bar.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were a glass.
He's pouring beer on your head.
God,
He's not a glass. We'll get you a glass. Sorry.
don't feed them.
What? I just give them.
Oh, God.
Oh no, it took one. Okay.
More.
Okay. Oh no, what?
Oh, this beer's making me hungry as well.
Oh no. Well. Oh, you wouldn't want to eat here. All we've got is small tapas.
That's our favorite food. That's why we keep coming to Spain every year.
Okay. Okay. I'll just make them some sandwiches and they'll be on their way.
Let me ask you a question. Have you got any mackerel?
Some fish?
Yeah, just any fish is fine.
Have tilapia.
With tilapia?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just as long as it's wrapped in some sort of stomach.
What?
What?
We definitely don't have that.
We don't have that. I
Okay,
guess-
that's fine. I can put it in my own stomach. That's kind of the same thing.
Okay. Here.
More beer.
Oh gosh. Go make it. Oh, one fell on me.
Oh, yeah, that's...
time. Lads time. I'm turning. No, don't. Lads time.
What do you mean you're turning? You're not turning. You've just been looking for an excuse. I'm sorry. So you said for the cruise, you're captain, Todd's first mate, and I'm skipper.
Yeah. I'm obviously the captain.
Yeah, I get
My
it.
hat's the biggest.
You got the biggest hat.
First mate. I'll be holding onto the map and navigating.
And
You're the skipper.
so forgive me for being ignorant, but
You're forgiven.
what am I to do here? Do I get to see? So I thought I was the map. I thought I was on map. Do I get to steer the ship? Maybe.
No,
Not a skipper.
that isn't captain. The
Captain
captain steers
the ship.
He tells
We're pretty
me
much
where
all
to
the same.
steer.
We're pretty much all the same. It's just titles to differentiate. So captain, steering, I'll take over map. You're skipper.
You skip.
I skip.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just thought, when I agreed to do the cruise, that maybe I would have like an important role. I don't want to go telling
Oh,
everybody.
the skipper is really important.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I told it to a couple women at the bar that I was the skipper, and they
How'd it go?
handed me their empty drinks and said, "I get along now." They made me do like bus
Remind me
boys
where
duty.
this cruise is to and from.
This cruise is what? The Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
Yes, to the
It's a
Caribbean.
Caribbean cruise.
The Caribbean cruise. Yeah.
Look,
Florida,
the
Bahamas.
skipper is a real important job. You got to go up deck, like we said, skip around.
What do you?
Clear glasses from the bar.
That's a bus boy.
You skip around, grab the dirty glasses, wash them.
You don't mean
Skip
literally
back.
skip.
No, you can do it however you want. Just it's important that you skip out, get the
What do you
glasses, go back into the dish room, skip around, wash the
Quit
dishes.
saying skip around.
skip around the boat, make sure everyone's okay,
Yeah.
see if they need anything, and if they do, you go and skip and get it.
Yeah, go skip and get it. Check the toilets, skip them.
Oh, Skipper, get me a cracker, Skipper.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There
Did
you
you
go.
train this bird how to say this?
Yes.
I'm a parrot. I'm a specific bird. Give me a cracker, Skipper.
Do your job.
This parrot is speaking an incredible.
I know. That's why he's second mate.
What? The parrot is second mate?
Yeah.
Second mate.
Give him his cracker.
Why are you?
Here's a cracker.
Thank you, Skipper.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to?
I guess I'll go up top.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
We cut to top.
Hi, how's everything going over here by the buffet, you guys?
We could use some more crackers.
Are you kidding me? This is a table of parrots?
Yeah. We'd like as many crackers as you can carry.
Skip.
Yeah.
Are all these fucking parrots trained to belittle me? What is happening?
Skip along.
I'm gonna walk. Okay, don't peck at me. Hi. All right. Okay, I'm skipping.
Excuse me, are you the...
This is demeaning.
could you stop skipping a moment, please? Excuse me.
Love to, but these parrots are. Yeah.
You're the skipper, right?
Yes.
I was just using the bathroom, and it's kind of in a real mess. The toilet's kind of clogged.
I think you're
could you
looking
take
for a
look?
custodian.
No. I am the custodian. Actually, if you could just like take a look, that'd be great.
You clogged the toilet yourself, and now you want me to do it?
Yeah. Now, if you could also
That's gonna
skip
be-
when you do it, and also I would like a cracker.
Oh, are you the skipper? Yeah.
Yes.
I was up in my room in 301 and I can't get the TV to work. So could you skip along and
Yes,
See
in a
what you can
second.
skip?
I've got a table full of parrots that needs crackers. I got a custodian who's not doing his job. What do you do if you don't clean the toilets?
Get some sun in.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a cruise, isn't it?
You were hired as a custodian. You do the custodian.
You were
work.
hired as a skipper. If you
Yeah.
didn't want to do skipper work, then maybe you shouldn't be a skipper.
Don't call me Skipper like it's my name.
That's what your name tag says.
What? God damn it! I told him, Terry, loud and clear. All right, I got to go get these crackers. Then I'll go to the toilets. Then I'll help you with your TV.
Okay.
I would try unplugging it and plugging it back in again. Hey, what the fuck? Is there something in my pants? Can I skip that way? Okay, some crackers. Just trying to keep a low profile. All right,
Oh, great.
here you go, parrots. That'll be all for now, then. I'll see you guys later. Oh, this bathroom is a disaster. How did you get turds on the ground? God damn it. People treat the cruise like a fucking music festival.
He starts plunging.
What the fuck? Where is the music coming from? Oh, my little hat! Now to the was it 30? Oh God, what was her fucking number? To the third floor. I guess I'll knock
There
on each
you
door.
are. I've been
Oh,
waiting.
God, thank God.
301.
That was pretty quick for me to do all that, by the way.
Doesn't mean I wasn't waiting.
I'm sorry.
Where's your hat? Are you not on duty right now?
No, my hat. God, it fell in a shitty toilet. No, I'm still. I'm sorry.
Right, as long as you're the skipper, fix
As long
our
as you can
TV.
Fix our TV, yeah.
On.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh no.
That was actually fine. If this is skipper duties.
Hi, are you the skipper? I've got
Who's
a problem
asking?
in my room.
Can you get out of our room,
Sorry,
please?
I just saw the door open and I heard a doodle-a-doo. So I did. Are you the skipper?
Yes.
Can you? I'm just right across the hall. I just need help.
Okay.
Bye, thanks.
Okay. I'm going to need you to cuck me.
Excuse me? You need me to fuck your wife in front of you? Oh, Skipper Laugh is looking up. You're up, Hannah. What would you like to talk about?
So your thing was like an outdoorsy thing, going fishing. Mine is the opposite of that. I was the least active child. I had no interest. I still have no interest in like getting dirty or sweaty or climbing. You know, the things that kids do. And in my school, when I was like 11, there was this place, because I kind of grew up like in the countryside. There were like girls who had horses and stuff, you know, that kind of place. There was like once a week you would go to this, like, I don't know how to describe it, but there'd be like, you'd climb walls and you'd do like archery and you'd like ride bikes and do that kind of thing. And you had to do it like every Friday. And I hated it.
I think they call that like an adventure center.
Yeah. It's
Like a camp?
yeah, like that kind of thing that you do for like an afternoon that you were like required to do for like a month. And I hated it. The vans were moldy. And I'm like a complete germaphobe, and I would like sit with the hood over me with
The
like
van that took you there?
because it was like so in the middle of nowhere in like a weird damp forest that the vans that lived there were like moldy, and they would like drive over bumps, and it would like rain down on you. It was like, absolutely horrific.
Jesus
But like kids
Christ.
loved it, not like the moldy vans, but like the, you know, adventure stuff, and like I didn't want any part in it. And for a weekend, you had to like go and do a trip at it. And so it was really weird because the afternoons that you had to go were like, you had to go, and then they would give you the option to go for a weekend. And I was the only kid who didn't want to go. And I got pulled into the head teacher's office. She was like, do you not want to go? Because like, I think you had to pay like £30 to do it. She was like, is it a money thing? And I was like, no, I just hate it.
Also, why would she ask you that?
I know. I don't know. Yeah.
How are your parents doing with money?
Yeah, like literally, she's like, is it because your parents can't afford it? And I'm like, 11. That was also a teacher who I shared my lunch with someone once, and she pulled me into her office to tell me not to do that, and then she gave me some crisps. So
she shared her lunch?
she shared her lunch with me as like a punishment for
happened?
me sharing my lunch with someone.
Oh, you shared your lunch
I
with
shared my
someone.
lunch, was told, no, you can't do that. But then she gave me her food. So it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I told her, I was like, it's not a money thing. You can speak to my parents about that. But I'm not interested in it.
Yeah.
I love the word crisps, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I think it fits it better. Anyway, go ahead.
They're crispy. They're crunchy and crispy. Crunchy would be a good name for them also.
Crunchies? That's what Jake calls them.
Yeah. I'll eat anything crunchy.
Gross. Continue.
I like the head shake there. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry I said that.
Wait, that makes me think that you really hate Nestle Crunch bars.
They're
They're great.
okay. They're not at the top of my list. I guess I take it back.
I like crunchy food too. Not insects though. Let's go. Go ahead.
Soft insects.
But yeah, so because I was the only kid who wasn't going on it, there was a day in school where I was the only kid in class because it was like the start of the morning. Everyone went in those like gross buses, and I was the only kid left there. And I think they would have sent me home like if they could have, but for some reason I just like had to be in school that day because I wasn't going.
There's a lot of terrible rules so far.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So I just sat and read for like 5 hours, and then my teacher, I remember she like picked up her purse and she looked around and then she like looked up at me and she said, "Do you like ice cream?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm 11. I love ice cream." And she took me out of school and walked me to an ice cream shop. She bought me ice cream. It was great. There was a real bonding thing over it because she was like, "What flavor do you want?" And I was like, "Mint chocolate chip." And she was like, "That's my favorite too." And I was like,
She's a good teacher.
Yeah, she was great. But like, I always felt so smug that I was like, I'm not doing the thing that everyone wants to do, and I'm being rewarded with ice cream for being lazy. And then we got ice cream. And I also remember my teacher asking me, like, it was Friday, and she was like, "It's Friday. What movie are your family gonna rent from Blockbuster?" And I was like, "We don't do that." And I don't know why you think that's something like everyone's family does.
The school
on
was
a Friday.
sponsored by Blockbuster.
It's like a Catholic school sponsored by Blockbuster. I think it's because it was like the only thing in the town. She was like, "It's the weekend. What are you getting from Blockbuster?" But yeah, so
Did you do you think the teacher had like an instinct like to look out for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, was she like, did she view you as like an outcast? Did you view yourself as an outcast in that regard? Or like, did you have...
I don't understand that. I'd wonder if she wanted ice cream and that's why she asked me to go. Because like, I don't know what she was gaining from that. I think she probably was like looking at me alone and being like, "Oh, she's lonely." But like, I didn't care. And like, I had friends. I just wasn't interested in like those activities.
Yeah.
So it makes me think that she just wanted to like bunk off for the last hour. And she was like, "What can I do? I'll say I feel bad for her and then go and buy ice cream." But yeah, I don't know what her motivation was.
Wait,
probably petty.
Was she the one who said it was okay that you didn't go, or was that someone?
So it was like, it was okay for me not to go. It was the head teacher who like asked me if it was a money thing, and then it was like my actual class teacher who bought me ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah. Huh.
But I've never had another thing like that with a teacher. Like,
But your class teacher didn't go on the trip with your class?
No.
She stayed behind.
no, yeah. Yeah, that was another weird thing about it. Because, like, I don't even think the place was, like, affiliated with the school at all. Like, I don't know how it worked. I also did later do, like, an archery thing with school, and the guy told me I was the worst person he'd ever seen.
Wow.
At archery or...
Just in life. Yeah, at archery. So I'm not built for that kind of thing. Built for eating
That's a
ice
huge
cream.
blow to you when your archery career was...
Yeah, I always wanted to be like Gina Davis.
From Cutthroat Island, or
Yeah.
is that the movie you were talking about?
She's really good at archery.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
she's
know
like a famous archer.
Really?
Plus actress. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
No, yeah, Gina Davis loves archery.
Wow.
That's just like a thing about her. Is there archery in Cutthroat Island?
I don't know. I only know a few Gina Davis movies, so that seemed to be the best guess.
I can't believe we've
Cutthroat
saying the word
Island's
Gina
the, like-
Davis.
I'm that kind of teacher. I'll always be the teacher that hangs back with the kids that don't want to do the activity. Like, we did a tour of the South with some students, and like we went to Dollywood, which is
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, what did you teach?
I taught special education. One summer, we like at the end of the year, we do an end of the year trip,
Yeah.
and we did 10 states in 10 days, like, because we're trying to like see all these
Such a
colleges
nightmare.
with like 35 freshmen, high school freshmen. Like we took them to Bourbon Street.
Awful.
Oh my god, yeah.
We went whitewater rafting. We did all this stuff, but it was always like, I did go whitewater rafting, but like at Dollywood, I was like, if any kids don't want to like do any of the rides. I'll be hanging out here. And there was always like 2 or 3 kids. And I was like, I bet they feel better knowing that there's an adult who's not making them do this thing. And I feel better that there's kids to hang out with. But that was always like, I was always like scanning for the kids who like didn't want to do the thing. I was like, cool. I'll hang back with them. They don't want to go. Whatever. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
What did you do at Dollywood with the kids that didn't want to hang?
Well, probably got a turkey leg.
A dolly leg.
Yeah, a dolly leg. They call them dolly legs there.
What's Dollywood like?
Yeah, is it like
Dolly
dolly
Parton.
themed rides? Is it like all rides?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like an amusement park that Dolly Parton owns. And her music plays throughout the whole thing. And they have like, they're like loosely affiliated rides. It's like, I don't know, like Dolly's Waterfall or whatever. It's like their Splash Mountain. But her family plays in the band, like they do live performances,
God.
but she's on a screen. So they do live music, her family, and then they like talk to
Her real family?
But it's not like a live video.
No, but they're like doing a live performance, but she's not
like
there.
a
They just have to
pre-recorded
talk to.
That would be amazing if the video was live. It's like, come on, doll, just come down. You're right up
She's just
there.
escaping
She just
from her
refuses
bedroom.
to, so they just have to like perform at her amusement park with a video of her.
That sounds like they've been sentenced.
I know.
To do
Sounds
that.
like
It's like a punishment.
Yeah, for some reason that makes me think of like a funeral. Like they're acting in front of her as if she's there.
Yeah.
She's not there.
she's like, I'll give you jobs at my theme park. Yeah, we just like hung out. I think we ate, and there's not a ton to do at Dollywood. But I don't like roller coasters, so
Yeah. I
didn't
think
know
when
that.
I think of like my story, I'm like, oh, she probably just felt bad for that kid. But then I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, I would like to be the teacher that's like, you know what? Let's go get ice cream.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm always considering the like, just like, yeah, whatever's typical, the atypical. Of like, yeah, doesn't make you weird because you don't want to go do that park thing. Let's go get some ice cream.
Yeah, the Bourbon Street thing also reminds me of another school trip where we were like just doing things in Edinburgh, like visiting the castle, and there's a whiskey experience in Edinburgh, and they like take you around and show you like the world's largest collection of like single malts or whatever. And then at the end, there's a tasting, but like we were all 15. So it's the teachers drinking, and we had soda.
The teacher was drinking.
And the teachers did the tasting.
I'll just take all the kids' samples.
We got like
research.
scratch and sniff cards for like what the whiskey would smell like, and like some iron brew, and the kids, and then the adults drank the whiskey.
Yeah, smell the whiskey.
I'm talking real shit. Think I should tell me. So got a truth.
As your teacher, I just want to say, is everything okay at home? Have you been having money problems?
I don't know. What do you
don't
mean?
know?
Do I have money problems? I get an
Yeah.
allowance every week.
Has your family went into debt at all? Are they doing okay? It's okay. You can tell me. I'm your
We
teacher.
doing? I don't understand the questions, but I will say we just got a new house.
Okay. That seems like you're probably doing okay money wise.
Why you ask me this?
I tried to call your parents, but we couldn't get through. And there's a rumor going around the staff room that your parents are into some, nefarious activities. But we just want to check if everything's okay. So, new house.
I'm
huh?
5. We cut to the staff room. So you talked to little Joey,
Did you
right?
get it? Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about the drug
doesn't know
connections. He just seems oblivious that they've moved from like a little shack to like a mansion in the best part of town.
And he doesn't have any answers.
He just keeps saying, "I'm 5."
God damn it! I knew when you were going
What-
to interrogate that
yeah.
kid, you weren't going to get anything.
That's
Too
partly
risky.
that's partly my fault. I'm his teacher. I should have taught him to be more to use
He's
his words
5.
better. You could tell how bad a teacher I am. He has 5. That's
Guys,
true.
I hate to be a pest, but we haven't decided on a book for the next quarter. Maybe we should pick a book and not interrogate the children of our school and, follow up on rumors.
Jeremy, you're all such a downer.
What?
Engage in this
I'm not a
gossip.
downer. We're educators.
You know, we were trying to help that kid. You know, if something was going on in his life, he can tell us.
Yeah.
And we can help him. That's why you follow up on a rumor, in case something's going on.
Okay.
And to get to the bottom of the crime thing and the drug thing, isn't that fascinating to you?
Yeah.
No, that's not our purpose. To help kids is our purpose.
What's your end game here?
I don't have an end game.
It seems like you have an end game.
I don't have an end game. Unlike you, who proposed that you mask yourself as a student and try and get close to him. That's absurd.
I don't think so.
That's crazy. He's a
been-
teacher.
He's been really good at telling us what the rumors going around are.
He's been going deep undercover, and I think it's working.
As a
like he's
6-year-old?
Yeah, he's winning them round. He's going to get the scoop.
They don't know the difference. They're 6.
Cut to the halls. Hey, Nicholas. Hey, Robbie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, have you guys, what do your parents do for a living?
My dad works in an office.
My dad flies planes. My mom is an accountant.
My mom's
Hey.
a homemaker.
What's something weird about your house? Maybe a secret or what do your parents fight about?
Someone called Stacy.
Someone called Stacy?
That's what your parents fight about?
I hear that.
I gotta run to class. Back to the teacher's lounge.
Oh,
What did you get?
What'd you hear?
You'll never guess. Schneider's house. They're arguing about someone named Stacy. That's extramarital
That's just
affair.
gossip.
Oh
That is
my
not
God.
just gossip. That's straight from the mouth of a lamb.
That
What
is-
we should do is
have
we
to-
should take every kid out of class and ask them what Stacy means to them.
No, that's getting us way off track. We've got
Why-
a curriculum to follow.
Why does this name keep coming up? This is just quite a conundrum.
It's such an
Stacy.
unusual name.
All right, back to the board with our yarn and pictures. So we,
Hey, what the hell? I had a bunch of curriculum stuff up here.
Yeah, we wiped it off.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
so we have new big rich house. We have Schneider's
Stacy.
and Stacy, the name that keeps coming up. Also, I find it interesting that Nicholas Peterson has a sister named Stacy. Huh?
It's an interesting
Cut
lead.
to one of the kids' house at a slumber party. Okay, kiddos, I made you some Rice Krispie treats and some fruit punch.
Yay!
Hey, Dad.
Don't sneak up on me, you big kid.
This is our new friend from school. She
Dad,
transferred
please
from
don't say anything about his
Washington.
size. He's insecure.
I'm so.
Don't comment on my size, please.
Oh my god, I'm so
Bully
sorry.
our friend.
I'm very sorry. You startled me. Whew. I'm sorry.
I'll take a
you kids
treat.
okay?
Don't trip over his beard.
Okay. Okay.
Don't mention my beard.
hormone. Look, we hit puberty at different ages. Your old pops doesn't want to get in the way of you guys having a nice slumber party. Okay. Now, no funny business. Okay. Your mother and I are trying to get some sleep upstairs. You can watch movies, but keep it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you guys want to play Truth or Dare?
Yeah.
I'm 5.
Very good.
Truth.
That's true.
Okay. Truth. What's the craziest thing that you've ever heard your parents say that you weren't supposed to hear? This one's for the room.
The F word.
The F word. What would that be?
I can't say it.
F-U-C-K?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
And then they said a name after that. They said, fuck.
You can't say that.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can say it for just right now.
They said,
F.
they said F.
Stacy.
Stacy.
F-U Stacy.
Who's Stacy?
Her sister.
You really?
And our dog.
Sister and your dog?
Yeah.
The
I gotta
dog's
go
named
home.
After the sister.
He jumps out a window and lands awkwardly because he's not really a detective. God, fuck.
Bye. See you Monday.
Go to the teacher's lounge. Get in here.
What?
Oh my
New
God.
development.
Why are you bleeding?
I jumped out the window. I didn't have time to go down the stairs. They almost. I spelled out a word and I almost blew my cover too.
Yeah. Also, why'd you ask us to come here in the middle of the night?
Because I made a sleepover with those kids and I
What?
That's why.
You should not be doing that.
You shut your fucking mouth, Terry.
I was on board up until you having a sleepover with the kids.
Whatever. I got free Rice Krispie treats out of it. I got to watch the entire I got to watch all of Coco the movie, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, I've been meaning to see that.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
if
I've
you
only
hang out
seen
with
50 minutes from halfway through. Ugh.
Anyway, what did you find out?
Stacy is the name of the sister
Oh man.
and the dog. We got a dog fucker on our hands.
Oh, I don't. There's no way that's what's happening. I think it's a
Back to the board.
coincidence.
Drawing of a dog.
Josh starts zipping up in a dog suit.
Someone's
this?
fucking a dog. I want to figure out who it is.
We cut back to the house.
Okay, I got a little treats for all you doggies. Here's some biscuits. Biscuits.
Arf, arf, arf.
Oh, Jesus. It's a big old doggy.
Yeah, Dad, this is my friend's dog from school. He has a beard.
Arf, arf.
Oh my God, that is an ugly dog. Oh, boy.
Arf, arf.
Look, I don't mind your friends coming over. I think it's nice you have friends, but get that dog out of the house.
I don't know. He seems a bit skittish. I think we need to just like leave him alone for a little while.
Leave him alone. He's
Yeah.
rubbing his ass on the carpet.
Arf, arf. Arf, arf.
Hey. Fuck! I'll rub your nose in it. What?
No,
And this dog said fuck.
Arf.
he's my friend.
Fine. You watch him. If he makes a mess, you're cleaning it up.
Okay.
Now I'm going to be upstairs with your mother.
Okay. Just me and the dogs. Me and the dogs.
Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy.
Arf. Arf.
Me and the
Stacy.
dogs.
The dog barges through, like opens the door quietly.
Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Stacy.
Oh my God. Back to the teacher's lounge. You guys, you're not going to believe it.
What?
You're just way distracted by the cum on, on my costume.
That's what that is.
Oh, I had to get close.
What did you find out?
Well, one, ham and bone dog biscuits aren't that bad. Two, if you want to get a Rottweiler off you, pinch their nose. Three,
How is your class is failing PE? By the way, they're just failing.
well, they should put a little more effort in.
Oh my God! What? Get to it.
Three, this man has been masturbating to a picture of NBA player Stacey Augmon. Retired NBA player Stacey Augmon. Which leads me to believe that
No.
the NBA is involved
No.
in all this.
No,
The national-
stop lacing up
this
those
goes-
shoes.
This goes deeper than we
No.
thought.
We cut to the Staples Center. Boom, boom, boom.
He's actually scoring.
Time out. Okay, bring it in, guys. I got some Rice Krispie squares and some.
Awesome.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so we really need to set that 3-2 zone defense. We're
Sounds
getting
good.
killed man
Okay,
to man. There's
sure.
too many
Great.
threes. Hey, who are you?
Huh?
Who are you? Are you the guy that just signed on a 1-day contract?
Yeah, Dog Ferguson.
You seem suspicious.
Nothing in the
Have
rule
you ever
book.
seen Stacey Augmon around here? He's been retired for 10 years, 11 years. He played for the Hawks too, but
I think he's got a suite, like a box seat up
Yeah,
in the
he
thing.
comes to see shows
Hey,
sometimes.
we're not focused. We got a game to play. Okay.
yeah. 3-2 zone. 3-2.
Yeah.
3-2
Okay,
zone.
all right.
We really gotta beat the Monstars.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we are getting creamed right now.
Because they're aliens from space.
Yeah, we do not have Michael
We
Jordan
know.
right now.
This game is incredibly important. Michael Jordan, too old to play. We've got to beat the Monstars or they take over Earth.
Gotcha.
Okay?
The
Yeah,
stakes
Bill
have
Murray is
never
here.
been higher.
Okay, so 3-2.
Oh, did
zone.
someone say Bill Murray?
There, Bill,
That's
you
me.
paying attention?
I've beaten my wife. Bye.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Dollyland.
Oh, hey.
Come on in.
Oh,
kids.
thank you. Cool. Wow.
Here's your wig.
What?
Your wig.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
big,
fun.
Big blonde wig.
Yeah.
And
Guys, I think I'm just going to set this one out. I'm not really a big Dolly Parton fan. I'm just going to wait in the car. You guys go ahead though.
you don't want to.
I'm not really a big Dolly Parton fan. These guys are. I'm just going to go. No offense, but
I'm
thanks.
none taken.
It's a lad's trip.
Yeah, I
We said we're
know.
going to Dollyland.
I know, and I went to that strip club last night. I wasn't really wanting to do that either, so I think I'm just gonna say this one out. I'm not a big Dolly.
Why didn't you want to go to the strip club?
I'm just not a big fan. It's the music that they play there. It's like
Dolly Parton?
Yeah, we went to that Dolly Parton themed strip club, and it just really cemented the fact that I don't like her music.
Wow.
Wow.
And from what I hear, they play it.
We do. We are affiliated with the Dolly strip club.
Oh, you're
And-
Dollywood
Lads
strip club,
trip.
that
Yeah,
makes
and it
sense.
is. Yeah, we play Dolly Parton music.
What are you going to do in the
both.
car?
Just gonna sit and think about my decisions and sit in silence for a while. I think I've had enough of music entirely.
Wow.
But I don't want to be a damper on the
It's a
trip.
total damper.
I'm sorry.
It's
I know you're-
100% a
I know
damper.
you're getting married next week. Like, don't let this impact this at all. I'm still
Do you
your best
believe
man.
in Dolly Parton?
Yeah. I mean, I believe like she's a real person.
Yeah. Do you believe in Dolly Parton?
I mean, not.
No?
I know you guys are quite religious and fanatical about her, but I think 9 to 5 was catchy the first time I heard it. Sure. Have I heard it too much? Yes. Do I want to go sit in the car in silence now? Yes.
Wow.
I got to call Cheryl.
I got to call Jolene.
Guys, I'm sorry. I just want to say I was going to sit in the car. I didn't want to make this all about me. I'll just go. You guys can go and have fun.
Yeah, Cheryl. I don't know. We're going to have to push the wedding back at the very
Don't
least.
do that, man. Don't. Come
I don't
on,
know,
man.
just-
You love
trying
her.
to have I was trying to have just one last vacation with the lads, but
Yeah.
Just
What
that-
happened?
this just hasn't lived up to it. Dustin's gonna stay in the car for
What?
he doesn't
why?
want to go to Dollyland. He didn't
Oh,
enjoy the
why?
strip club. I don't know. I don't know if it's that he hates music or maybe women in general. But
I don't hate women. Please, come on.
I just have a lot of thinking to do myself, if I'm being honest. So
Oh.
I didn't quite get the experience I wanted out of this, and
Yeah.
I just started to question everything.
Not a lad's trip if a guy's in the car.
It sure isn't.
Come on, don't do this. You're in love with her. You've been planning this wedding for 3 years. Come on, don't.
I understand.
Maybe if you came to Dollyland? Maybe if you just came inside to
All right,
Dollyland?
Please tell your fiance the wedding's back on. I'll come into Dollyland if that means the wedding's still going to be
But
on.
you can't be a grump about it.
I really want to be a grump about it, but you know what?
You have to be into
I'm your best
everything.
man. I'll
Yes.
take that job seriously. It's a high-ranking job.
Okay, wedding's back on.
Okay.
Oh, kiss my phone. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we're
let's go to
putting
Dolly
wigs on?
Falls.
Oh,
Prove you don't hate women.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, prove you don't hate women.
Right. Sure. I don't
Hey,
hate the
is that
fact
a
that
ticket
Dolly's a
stub
woman.
for Bill Murray land in your pocket?
He's a really funny comedic actor, okay? I can separate the art from the artist.
Separate Dolly Parton's music from her land. It's fun rides.
Okay,
You don't have to listen to the music.
All right, how much
Working 9 to 5.
have on the queue in the way in?
Put on the
huh?
hat.
Okay.
All right. Put the softballs in your bra. And dance, Dustin.
This
Come
doesn't
on.
seem respectful
Working
to women, but sure.
Prove you love women.
Prove you love women. Dance around in big wigs with fake boobies.
Did you hear they're gonna remake 9 to 5 the movie if it's right?
If it's what?
If it's right.
What does that mean?
Apparently, if the stars agree that the script's good, they're gonna remake the movie. So prove you don't hate women and say you'll come and see it with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prove you don't hate the women and get that movie made.
Start a GoFundMe.
Come on, Dustin, make the movie.
I really want to prove that I don't hate women, but this is getting a bit beyond my power, guys.
You have
I
to
can't
start a
greenlight
GoFundMe.
Hollywood films.
Start
I can't,
a GoFundMe.
I can't do that.
Why?
Because that's done by
You can't do
fans
it, ladies and
of-
gentlemen.
Get your fiance back on the phone. I guess it's over.
Oh, you can't get married because he hates women.
Bad news,
He
Cheryl.
won't get a movie started.
What? Dustin won't get the remake of 9 to 5 made.
Why?
He says it's
Please hang up.
quote unquote beyond his power.
Oh my God.
He's
That
also-
sounds like he hates women.
I think so. He's dancing like a true grump.
I am dancing though. You gotta give me that,
He's
please.
dancing like a grump.
Grumpy dancing is almost worse than no dancing at all.
Well, I don't want to be married in a world where Dustin won't get 9 to 5 made.
No, please, like tell your fiance I'll do my best. I'll try and get a meeting. This wedding has to happen.
We got to an Hollywood executive. All right. You said you got some.
All right, you don't know
For me?
me. So you know the movie like 9 to 5?
Yes.
Which I'll be honest right out of the gate, I don't know much about it either. All I know is my friend has to get married and you have to greenlight the remake of this movie.
Okay. Okay.
I think I heard the stars are on board if it's right. I'm not sure if this is one of your Hollywood phrases. I thought I'd drop it, but also with the caveat that I don't know what it means.
Okay. If it's right, the stars are on board. We make the movie. That just might fucking.
You'd really
work.
help me out. I'm in a bind here.
I'll tell you what. I can probably. You know what? I want to be in deal. I want to be in business with you. I like the way you talk. I like the way you talk.
All these Hollywood phrases.
All right, Coachella. So I know it's a little unusual, but today our lead singer is going to be on video. So just kind of roll with it. He couldn't be here today. He had other obligations, but he'll still sing as usual, and we're still going to play our hits. Sound good?
What?
It's going to be great. Just
Do you want to rock out? I guess if we're going to rock out.
Is there going to be like a tape delay or anything?
I think it's going to work just fine. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
Hey, Coachella. Sorry I couldn't be there, but we're going to get rocking in a second. Kick it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my head. What is happening?
They told me not to come around here.
They told me not to come around.
I don't
What's
know.
happening?
Ooh.
I'm so confused. I'm so high.
I mean, it sounds kind of avant-garde and cool, but this is what we paid for. They need to like. They're not even in sync right now.
They're barely even singing.
All right, that was a great one.
Hey, what'd you think of? What do you think of this crowd, Mick? Mickey?
Hey, what do you think of this crowd?
Shit.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah, they love you.
They're eating it up.
Let's play another hit.
Hey, actually, I got to retune my guitar if you don't mind.
The same song. You're playing the same song.
Kind of a cover of Michael Jackson.
Is it beat? Why are they playing Beat It right now?
Who's Mickey? Oh, they're
Hey, Mickey,
closer
take
in
verse
time.
2.
And a drum solo. Back to you.
That's not drums. It's just more guitar.
We cut to backstage in the bus. The band is having a meeting, and they're all right, guys. So Coachella gig didn't really work out. So Mickey recorded his side of a conversation he wants to have with you. We'll just put the tape in the VHS player, and I'll let you guys work it out.
All right. So that show didn't go too well, did it? Any
No,
thoughts
Mickey.
on why?
Because you weren't there. Why am I talking? Why are we talking to just a videotape?
Yeah,
Why
I
isn't
don't know.
he here?
Well, those are bad ideas.
Excuse me.
I think we need to pump up the crowd with some more jams up top.
I think we should cut Mickey from the band.
Yeah, or you should be here live with us. Like, just come down with us.
I don't think incorporating more sponsors is going to help anyone. That's a dumb idea, Greg.
We didn't even say that.
Not what we said.
I feel like we should pause this video and just talk amongst.
What did you say to me?
we should.
You take my wife's
let's
name
just
out of
pause
your
this.
mouth.
Pause.
We didn't say your wife.
He anticipated we would take his wife's name in vain.
We should just go like knock his door. We should just go.
Yeah, I
speak
don't
to
know
him.
why he's insisting not performing live. We should just go.
I'm not sure.
He's real mad at us. Maybe we should just apologize for what we did, and then he'll perform with us again.
Maybe. I want to see where this videotape goes, to be honest with you.
All right, let's play this. Only
Play.
Oh, you think I'm not a man, huh? I knew it. Well, would a man do this?
Oh my God. He's fucking that skipper.
why is he so insecure?
Yeah.
This is a terrible video.
Oh, I wouldn't do it with a gun in my mouth? You bet I would.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
I think he just wanted to
Mickey?
fuck a skipper with a gun in his mouth.
Is that an extendable baton?
Why is he both naked and dressed like Dolly Parton?
I think he's trying to prove he's a feminist.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew you were talking about an old cow before. No, it's not a principle.
What in the fuck is this?
Okay, you make a good point. Sorry, I got worked up. Sorry. I'm so embarrassed. What did I do? You guys really worked.
I
Let's
wanna
forget
see-
that happened. Let's just forget that happened. Okay, well, let's just go back to the way things were. Okay.
Can you rewind the tape so we can see that?
Why
again?
won't you forget about it? You're not going to forget about. Why? Oh, because you think I'm not a man. I'll show you.
Why does he always go to that?
I don't know. That poor skipper.
Yeah. Well, you tricked me into doing it twice.
We didn't trick him. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the Meet Improv.
Yeah, thank you both for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
This worked out.
Yeah.
So you're going back to doing your shows in about 2 weeks
Yep.
from now, which will be like 1 week after this airs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want to... we usually give the guests a chance to plug something, Twitter accounts or shows.
Yeah.
Your neck of the
Let's just plug that Howard Night, which is first Tuesday of the month. If anyone happens to be in Glasgow, you can check that out. That's at Improv Glasgow. My Twitter's at _Martin James.
I would also like to plug, such a weird verb, my long hiatus podcast.
Oh, great.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's what it sounds like. We rewatch episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and talk about them with
Great.
co-host Jeff Kahn. And also my Instagram, it's Hannah Rachel Cruickshank. It's
Okay.
very long, but you can sound it out.
Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes.
I also forgot to plug my podcast.
Yeah, plug your podcast.
Which is interesting choice. Which is like, how did this get made? Except instead of talking about movies, we're talking about weird albums. So you
Oh,
can
cool.
Google that.
I have an episode on that.
Oh.
And I'll plug that. It's, what did I do? Fall Out Boy? I
Yeah.
did a Fall Out Boy album.
Oh, nice. I have not listened. I don't know much about Fall Out Boy.
Did you pick it because you like them or don't like them?
No, because I love them.
Oh, got it. Great.
Spoilers, we did not love them. me and my co-host on the podcast.
Excellent.
Jake?
Check out We're Gross with Gilly the third Thursday of the month at UCB Franklin. And check out Monda Green, the Herald team at UCB.
I'm at Mr. Josh Simpson on Twitter. You can check out standwiththestudents.com, or that's also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by this point. Get involved with that. Help me out. And the Meet Improv is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those places. If you like the show, rate us and review us in the iTunes store, for God's sakes. And tell a friend, you improv nerd. Chances are, if you like the show, you have a friend that would too. So thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time on The Meet Improv.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.